Okay guys, I am perched here on the edge of a rock waiting for the guys to finish their swim, rappel, swim, cave dive, and they're gonna swim over to me. And I'm just waiting, hoping the tide's not gonna get any higher than it is, which I think we're good. I think we're at high tide right now, so there's not too much of a danger of that. So just chilling out here. I think Eric's flying the drone. I've lost sight of Ron. I can only assume he's gone into the cave. And I'll show you where I'm standing right now. As you can see, I don't want the tide to get any higher than it is, because then, well, I'll be wet and stuck on a cliff.
Punching our point here, heading back up, get to the next TP. Well, a little bike ride down to turn in and get rid of these fancy vests we got.
They're coming from the rappel and gonna swim along this coastline here to me.
Wow, we're just trying to stay alive right now.
All right, I think we gave everyone enough of a lead. Time to win this race.
Doing great, this is awesome. So I've just been called up by the police. I've just gotten the whistle and the call up. So packing up my gear and we'll see what this guy wants. Don't speak any Japanese, so don't know how this is gonna go down. ID?
ID.
Hang on a second. I'm with the adventure race. Habu Hustle.
Sorry.
Adventure race.
Get close. Okay.
Do you know the race?
Base ID.
Like the race, like the running race?
Hey.
ID, okay.
ずーっと。ダメ。ここで。ダメ。ここは下。
But you know the race, the running race?
Yeah, general manager. Call.
You want me to call my manager?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, do you have a telephone?
Yeah. Call. Yeah.
Yeah. 4 people?
No. Yeah, yeah.
Do you have a telephone? Okay. So I don't really know what's happening. You can kind of see him in the corner there, just beneath my fingers. He's on the phone to somebody. I asked if I could walk to my car. So I'm going to walk over to the top of the rappel and see if I can link up with Ron, someone who can explain that we're filming a race here. So we got pulled up by the guys again just when I caught up with Erik and Ray. And they're asking for our permits and they're not happy. They want to call the police. And Ron, we think, is still down on his paddleboard. So, but I think Jose just called him and got comms with him.
We have a permit, so it's as we always find in these countries, information is not passed along the chain.
No. So we're not really worried about this too much.
Very different.
But we're obviously gonna have to do a little bit of a dance here.
Because the permit is very different in this area, even though the mayor gave her permission.
Why would you call the police? Why would you escalate so
I
high
know.
so quick?
Just like,
They
just
pull
listen
for
to us.
everything. Here,
Did
they
you get?
call the police
Do you
for
know where Ron is?
You sound like you're still down.
He just happened to have his phone on him in the cave.
Yeah.
And he's got a permit.
Right here. I was gonna buy something from that guy to eat, but now I'm not gonna. I'm cranky. Just lost my business. I was gonna go buy some food from that guy, but now he's all got me all cranky. He just lost my business. I'm gonna stay hungry now.
Okay, so we had a little bit of adventure in the adventure race. We're at transition area 4 with checkpoint 12 and then back to TA5, which is a rappel approximately 150 feet, 20 feet of traditional rappelling, and then another 130 feet of free rappel into the ocean with a swim out to the blue cave. The cave goes in about 150 meters. Checkpoint was subsurface, so teams were lost in there looking for it. And then I get a phone call while I'm in the cave that there is, so this is first to frame the situation, this is a big tourist spot. A lot of the hotels, dive charters, snorkeling charters bring their tourists here. So when we have a bunch of adventure racers rolling through the cave while people are trying to enjoy their relaxing snorkel trip, one of the guides got a little upset. One of the guides got a little upset and called the police. So, so I get a call that the 5-0 is on their way. We call them here the JP for Japanese police. And luckily though, we were armed and dangerous because we had our permit approved by the mayor of Ona Village, which is the village where this rappel is taking place. So we simply just pulled out the permit, gave it to the rappel crew, and now we're off to checkpoint 15 to the underground waterfall.
It was an experience. I loved it. I'm definitely bringing my family back, at least my wife.
Right on.
Ugh. Whew. Awesome.
Another beautiful spot here, waiting for teams to come through. Getting a little sweaty in this tropical jungle here. We're sitting by a little mini waterfall. I think I can show you that there. And Ron's just up ahead on the rock. Did we lose him?
So what happened is Ray Smith made a right instead of making a left. But the good news is he linked up with Ryuku Commandos. He's with them right now. So he's going to get some epic shots of the rope swings, and then he'll work his way back and he'll either link up with Erik or we will link up with him at the TA.
So which way
the
are
bad
they
news is that the Ryuku Commandos have already been through here, so
we're not in the right spot.
No, for that one team.
Oh, okay. Got it.
All right, I went up and cleared the mountain. I think I'm not sure what my gain was. Several hundred meter back down, trying to chase teams in the reverse and also chase them down. I caught one coming at me, but not one in the reverse. And so I'm at the creek bottom checkpoint here, where I'm supposed to spool up with Viv and Ron. That was a nice little push. Ran the whole thing. Crushed it. Had Ray with me. Ray's having an Achilles issue, but pretty confident he'll be able to make it out. There's a trail, so didn't really leave him behind, left him on a trail. So now I sit here and wait for comms or teams. That's what I do for a living. This is it. This is me working. Kicking it.
I got a little nervous
At the Habu Hustle, and I'm gonna hydrate with some snake juice. A little bit of that. Boom. If I'm gonna be going through Habu country, it's my philosophy, the more of this I drink, the less likely they're gonna bite me. I think I just made that up. All right, cheers.
If we had known what we know now, like, trust me, we'd have that.
Woo! It works as cologne too. All right, let's get back on it. Boo, Snakeville.
2 hours? 2 hours.
2 hours
Looking
stalking.
for people, and then we didn't find them until the last 10 minutes.
Oh boy,
and then three teams came on top of us.
I told her, I was like, we are not leaving, man. I'm gonna get you some footage.
We went super, like, special forces over.
We were friggin' stalking. We were stalking the racers.
Oh my God.
Here we come. Here we come. I'm like, don't move. I hear them.
don't know how in the hell they got away from us. They're freaking, good
So
old
you're
freaking
saying you
Rangers.
guys kind of suck?
Son of a gun, man. But we got them. And then, what? All of a sudden, we're like overwhelmed with freaking racers. Like,
we were about to turn around, but it's gonna get dark in here. We're gonna get like lost. And then he's like, at night everything turns into a trail. And I was like, well, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
And then boom, ran into 3 teams. They're all lost. All of them. And they're like, we're so glad to see you guys. And I was like, no, you're not.
No, you're not glad to see me because we were all up in there waiting for you.
And it's misty and foggy, and they're about to bail on the checkpoint.
Yeah.
And then one of them's like, double checks the map, and then books it and just turns the other way. And then the other 2 teams are like, what the fuck? What's he doing? And his teammates are like, what the fuck? And I'm like, shit, I gotta run.
And I turn around and she's gone. I'm like, where's that freaking ranger at? Where's my ranger partner? She just took off.
Jumping over salamanders.
Oh my moly. Yeah, as soon as it started freaking raining,
Salamanders
they were
everywhere.
out all over the place again, man.
Oh,
Jumping over salamanders, how big were they?
they're tiny.
well, you don't want to step on them because apparently they're endangered.
That's what I'm talking about.
Explain this to me.
All right, so what we're at is we're at the finish line for the Special Forces Association Chapter 2 2018 Habu Hustle Adventure Race. Racers are going to come down here to Torrey Beach. We got the last checkpoint attached to the greatest of all time, to the goat standing right here. Time will stop once the racers have punched their last point, and all of their competitors on their team are standing on their podium that the South China Sea decided to donate to us just today for this race.
All right, so we got this goat tied up here to the finish line. Goat's a thing in Japan. We had goat sashimi the other day, so this is just basically dinner hanging on a log for the finish. I don't know if we'll eat him though. The last goat that we were messing around with was up in Xinjiang, China. We cut its head and its legs off and we played football with it on horseback. It was crazy. And then we boiled the thing and ate it. So now we're using a goat as a finish line. Goat just gets weird around the world.
Stand on your podium and pop it after you check your last point.
All right.
Oh, he's got that. Hey, let's not run at the goat.
Yeah.
Hey, you got that grass? Oh, I got the grass.
You know, this is probably the funnest thing that I've done ever, as far as, an endurance event, gut check kind of thing. It was awesome.